Law of comparison. You misuse this law. You compare yourself to others, which creates separation. How you must use it is to compare yourself to yourself earlier when younger, or as an ideal. How you use this depends upon whether you look at others and project blame for your circumstances, or whether you take responsibility for your own life. We do not track time, so in using this natural law we see the progression in life. Time is an artificial contrivance that removes you from natural law, for one thing, but adheres you to, yes, an artificial timeline. Change in an organic timeline signifies the change of energetic levels. It does not signify the advancement of time. When we look at a plant and see that it has grown from a seedling, we see the advancement and maturation of the plant, and understand this is due to its increase in energy, for yes, it takes much energy to grow a plant. When the plant has no more energy, it will wither and die. Which reminds me folks, there are many evergreen trees that are dying because of chemtrails, so send them white light energy. It keeps them alive. Ivo, because we are far more cognizant of our nature, it tracks the passage of what you call time for us. Do you measure the lifetime of the plant in days? Ivo, we understand the function of the sun and the moons in doing so. We use this repetitious cycle to understand progression in life, as well as the change in our bodies, although thankfully they do not change like yours do. LOL, you don't get bags under your eyes? Oh. You should try it, Ivo. It's fun. Then they get sunburned and they stick out even worse. Ivo, LOL, you are still beautiful as you are a beautiful soul. The fact that you never know what day it is you moving away from the artificial timeline and back onto a natural timeline. Yes, it's crazy. I thought I was getting Alzheimer's. Ivo, it is beautiful. Forget what day it is. I have to channel Archangel Michael on Sundays. Ivo, he will remind you. Yes, he probably would. I'd feel bad if I forgot to do it, though. Ivo, this is a partnership. He will remind you. My love, you are chained to time. I have to put the garbage out on Tuesdays. Ivo, this chains you to time. Simply look out on the street and see if others have already done so. If their garbage is out, put yours out as well. At least you have no calendar for this year. It is progress. You do use a day timer though. Yes, let go, my love. Let go of the need for time. The natural timelines do not use time. There is no time within them. It is an energetic thread. Well, we'll have to stick with timelines for now. Ivo, this is what happens when Earthlings label natural galactic occurrences. You label them with your current understanding. We have spoken about this before. It is as if one who is an archaeologist is trying to understand your history through current science. And they have so many questions, and no wonder. To see the progression in life, look at the seasons. Look at the day and the night. Look at which flowers are blooming. Learn to know which ones are blooming in which season. Look at the fruit and vegetables at your local store. See which ones are growing locally. You do not observe your birthday any longer, this is a plus. No, I don't care. I don't even tell people. My sister insists on doing it, though. Then she always wants to send me a gift. I realize she has to do that, but I don't need anything. Ivo, for many who are ascending, you will realize that you are living in two worlds. You realize that your birthday is only the birthday for this physical existence. It is not your soul's birthday, or the birthday for Tianya, or the birthday for Athena. You have had so many physical birthdays that celebration of your birthday now is irrelevant and yes, keeps you locked to the artificial timeline. When we said let go of the matrix, we meant it. Ivo, so, this is how to use comparison naturally. The day is light, the night is dark. You compare these two things. Yes, very simple, but life does not have to be so complicated that you mark your days in half-hour segments and then fill them all up with tasks. I don't do that anymore. Ivo, many of you do. Let it go. And yes, Sharon has made a good comparison. She finds her feet cold and now is searching for her socks. She compares how she feels now to how she would feel at her best, which is an image she holds within her mind. That is comparison. That is the law of comparison. You use it innocuously all the time. But then you have been taught to use it malevolently as well. For example, at times your energy level has dropped and you need to attack others by putting them down. This is what must be stopped in order to attain unity consciousness. When you flick the food crumbs from your couch, it is because you are utilizing the law of comparison. You understand how you want the couch to look, you want it to be clean and free of crumbs, but there are crumbs, so you are utilizing this law to get your couch back to being as beautiful as you desire it to be. And it is a beautiful couch. Me, I think so. The old one just got taken to the dump this week, so I thanked it for its service. Ivo, which is another universal law, the universal law of gratitude. Universal law of gratitude. Ivo, being grateful creates change, change for the better. In being miserable, this creates stagnation and a repetition of one's past circumstances in order to change them via the law of cause and effect. For those who keep asking, why does this always happen to me? This is why. It is because of your response to circumstances that keeps you stuck in these circumstances. When you can stop feeling miserable and sorry for yourself for what you created in your life, and for who is in your life, and start to feel grateful for these things, life will change. Either the people who are irritating you will take leave of you, and your life's circumstances will change. Yes, many universal laws work together in creating what we call life. But these two laws, as well as the law of forgiveness, work together to create either repetitive negative unwanted patterns in your life, or they work together to create new patterns of an easier life. This is what I have been teaching in all of our videos, universal law. Sharon would lament a situation she was in, and I would tell her either to forgive others their trespasses, or to be grateful for the lesson they are showing you can learn. Your higher energies can either be a gift or a curse. We are just reminded now of a contact who is wholly ungrounded. Sharon does not wish to repeat her life's miserable circumstances by dealing with someone who does not make good use of their higher energies. She is grateful to be able to see the cart and the horse as she assesses the stability of the person in question. There was a time she may not have been able to, but now she can. She is fully cognizant of who she desires in her life and how they must react towards her. Me, I'm not keen on fans. I don't want anyone following me to make a celebrity out of me. This is power over others. I want them to take the messages we give them and use them to become their own star. I'm grateful because I can see someone's attempts to flatter me, which fall on deaf ears, by the way. You need to start flattering yourselves, not me. I am grateful because I've learned what you taught me. I'm grateful because I am the perfectionist I am, and the reason I'm a perfectionist is because I came from perfect and I intend to go back there as quickly as possible as well. I'm grateful that I was able to contribute to the liberation and ascension of the planet, but now I'm switching as well to moving back towards my vegan identity. I'm grateful because I can easily decide whether a person has the potential to be my friend or not, whether they can walk my path with me. I'm grateful because I have worked hard to embody my higher self and I have eyes to see with clarity. There are many things to be grateful for. Ivo, you are able to see others' needs and decide how you wish to respond to them. You set limits where you do not wish to go, and have mastery over your own mind and life. Me, I've learned that when I've started to feel obligated, that guilt is the driving force, and I have to stop short of that point. Ivo, you see now when you have interactions with others you count your blessings. If you would all do so upon interaction with others, you would receive more blessings. What you focus on grows. So many of you lament transactions with others, complain about them, wonder why your life is so crazy. You see only the negative in these transactions. Do not do that. Counter with some gratitude and you will begin to feel better. What you have learned upon earth was taught to you by people who were of lesser frequency than yours. Now you seek out people aligned in frequency with you. It is no longer necessary to learn lessons of the lower nature. Me, yes. In 5D you begin to learn only through one path, love, and that's why we have to reunite now. There is no duality in the fifth dimension, only singularity of consciousness. Ivo, indeed. I look forward to it. And so, we will reiterate, when you are grateful for what you are capable of, for what you have learned and are continuing to learn, you raise your frequency higher. You connect with the love vibration, which exists in the 4D as well. You embrace more learning through love, not through pain and suffering. That is why gratitude, forgiveness, and compassion are good to frequently practice.